Today's gem of the day is actually a quote from me that says, "Don't stop until you find a solution." I recently posted a TikTok of my hair, and in a caption, I shared my hair journey, and I was like, dang. I didn't realize it until I read it back to myself of all I've overcame. And it really highlighted to me how I did not stop until I found a solution in the midst of people that told me there wasn't any solution. So I want to share a bit of my natural hair journey with you and how I now have natural hair that I am obsessed with because I did not stop until I found a solution, which actually led to multiple solutions. When I was in elementary school, I wore 2 puffs all the time, or 1 big puff, or get my hair braided and get beads. I didn't think there was anything wrong with my hair until I moved for the first time when I got to middle school. Everybody and their mother had a problem with my hair because I didn't perm it. I remember my first month of school when I was wearing braids before I showed my natural texture, my natural hair. I remember a bunch of kids pointing out in the window of a girl wearing her fro and how gross it was and how she needs to get a perm, It was disgusting, but it was what was normalized when I was in middle school. And as soon as I started wearing my natural hair out, that's exactly how they treated me. I was literally harassed. I had people put their hands in my hair. People would try to pretend like their hand was stuck in my hair. And of course, nothing like that would fly now with this version of me, but that version of me was a child. That version of me was confused. That version of me was scared because I'd never been a new girl before this experience and never dealt with conflict at the extremity that I was dealing with. I would have groups of girls. I remember there was this group of Black girls who all had their hair permed, and they would always single me out and be like, "When you're going to get your hair permed?" And no matter how much I begged my mom to perm my hair, she would not let me because she knew I had good hair. And even though I had good hair, and I don't even like saying that because all hair is good hair, but you know what I mean. Even though my hair was perfectly fine, that experience of being harassed and bullied for my Blackness and for my hair led to me feeling ashamed of it, feeling like I needed to hide it, wanting nothing to do with it, not feeling comfortable showing it. I was literally traumatized. So when I got into high school, I hid it like my life depended on it because it felt like it did. The amount of harassment, I am telling you right now, that experience was not okay. And the gag is, the harassment didn't stop there. Because I was harassed for hiding my hair. I was harassed for wearing ponytail pieces. I'd have random people ask me if I even have hair. People felt the need to comment on how I'm bald because I never show my hair. The cool, funny guy, the class clowns of my high school felt like it was funny. There was like a whole trend. It wasn't even just my school. I don't know if you guys remember the whole Yaga, yeet. Like, there was a whole thing where, like, for some reason, guys thought it was okay to pull on her hair and yaga it. And they would specifically aim for Black girls to actually rip out their fake hair for ha-has. I think it was a Vine trend, but I was not about to be no Vine trend. So that just made me tie my ponytail piece even tighter. So much so, it led to a freaking bald spot. I tied my ponytail so freaking much, so tight. I was literally in pain. I would go to the bathroom and loosen it up and put water in the middle of my hair because I was so scared of being put on Vine because some random funny clothes clone wanted to pull on my hair. My mom had to put castor oil on it for it to grow back. Luckily, it did. Then my senior year of high school, I was a new girl again, and I wore mostly wigs. I wore, if it wasn't a ponytail piece, it was a wig. And there was a group of girls. There was like this little clique of these little girls that had a problem with me and was spreading rumors about how I was bald. I didn't even know these girls. They would just always randomly be staring at me and giggling, would say a comment, walk away and giggle. And I'm just not typically one to entertain slowness, you know? I just keep my distance. But the rumor spread so far that it got to my boyfriend at the time, and he begged me to show off my natural hair, to show them that I'm not bald. And I don't even think he saw my natural hair. So I went to the salon and I got a fresh press by the Dominicans, and my boyfriend could not believe it. I remember my best friend, when I showed her my hair, she was like, take off the wig so I can see it. She thought my real hair was the wig. So, when I pulled up at school, those girls were mad. And I didn't even realize it at the time because, again, I was a child. I was naive. I didn't understand the concept, or at least I didn't think of the concept of being hated on for no reason. When I was harassed in the past, people had reasons behind why they harassed me when they harassed me in middle school. There were no good reasons, because there is no good reason to harass someone who's minding their own business, harm to none. But the reasons in middle school were I was too black, my hair needed a perm, I talked white, I was overweight, and this school that I transferred to my last year of high school was predominantly black, all types of black people. So it wasn't an environment where I had to worry about all that. In this moment, I was like, what is the problem? There's no issue. We ain't got beef. We're all good. They were just curious. They just wanted to know how the hair was looking. They just wanted to see the length. Those girls were mad. They were not expecting what I was packing. And the very next day, one of the, I think it was like the main girl of their clique, went and straightened their hair. This girl's hair was shorter than Willy Wonka's. Had no volume, was thin as a piece of paper, which I'm not judging, but the audacity. And as funny as it was, I didn't say a thing. I didn't make any comments. I didn't make any faces. Maybe I made a face, but I just let it speak for itself. There was nothing that needed to be said. Again, I did not know these girls, and I did not care enough to say anything. I was actually happy that they pushed me to feel called to show my natural hair. I think this was the first time I straightened it and saw how long it was. And then a few weeks later, these girls jumped me because they were jealous of my real hair. I literally had a Timberland boot mark on my cheek because these hoes were that mad. And then I realized, you know what? I really do got the sauce. I got these hoes so mad that they want to jump me. So why am I ashamed of what's on my head? It's clearly giving. I just need to give more energy into it to learn it and learn how to style it in an effortless way and all the styles that I can do. So once I turned 18, I did just that. I started taking my natural hair seriously. I started binging natural hair videos, watching like every single natural hair video, watching a bunch of natural hair tips, hair growth tips. I followed a bunch of creators, black creators who had long, thick, luscious hair, sharing how they did it. And it made me realize that I could do it too. And it took a while. It was a little bit discouraging seeing those, those videos where it's like they do a big chop and then after a year, all of a sudden their hair is like extremely long. That didn't happen for me, but I kept going. I kept researching, and through that research, through following so many people who've done it and believing that I can do it too, I found how to retain my length. I found a routine to keep my hair moisturized. I've discovered endless hairstyles and protective styles and fell in love with them. And I remember when I was 18 and declared to start my natural hair journey, I had adult figures, black women, that were like, okay, good luck with that. Let's see how that goes. Like, they really did not believe our hair could grow and wanted me to believe that with them. I feel like a lot of us was conditioned to believe that our hair doesn't grow, our hair's just bad, just takes too long. I had multiple black women tell me how it's going to take you forever to do your hair. That's a lot of work, like as if it's impossible. And I just ignored all that. And that's how I made it possible. I ignored all that. I focused on finding a solution. And it led to multiple solutions. I also had to do a lot of inner work to be confident showing my natural hair after all that trauma. I built that confidence because I did not accept me being insecure about my hair. I went and looked for a solution. I didn't want to accept that. I didn't accept the narrative that my hair doesn't grow. I didn't accept the narrative that it's too hard to do natural hair. I did not stop looking for solutions until I found them, which has led to my dream hair. And I'm not there all the way because I haven't gotten to the point where I could just wear it down and out, flip it and stuff. I kind of look like Dora once it's like down, unless I straighten it. When I straighten it, it's actually really long. But I'm on a fast track of having my dream hair because I refused to accept the circumstances that I had. And this story made me think of all the other areas of my life that I could have accepted that were bullshit that I didn't accept. and found the solutions. Because when you don't stop until you find the solutions, sometimes the solutions will find you. You will find a solution. Let this be my testimony to not stop until you find a solution. Whatever circumstance that you dislike about your life, about your situation, do not stop until you find a solution. You're not going to find it just leaving it to God and leaving it to the universe. Like, yes, trust in God, trust in the universe, but you're going to have to put in some work too. There might be some hints dropped on what direction to go in, but if you're not willing to look for the solutions, you will never find them. You cannot stop until you find a solution. Do not stop until you find a way to solve your problems. This is the attitude of millionaires. This is the attitude of people who actually did make their dreams come true. This is the attitude of people who've discovered cures. This is the attitude you need to have if you want to win at life. If you want to achieve the things that you desire in this life. You're not going to get it by being like, oh, well, this person said that it might not happen. And, statistically, it's going to be a little hard. Like, stop it. Stop it. There is a solution. You just have to look for it. And yes, I know not everything has a solution, but you are most likely going to find that solution eventually through not stopping until you find a solution. It's not the people who are like, oh, well, this is just the way it is. Like, stop it. Hopeless people want you to be hopeless too. Negative people want you to think negatively with them. Misery loves company. People who don't put any effort to look for solutions aren't going to tell you how there's a world of opportunities and solutions out there for you when you're presenting them your problems. They're going to tell you their excuses. They're going to project onto you their fears. They're going to tell you their limiting beliefs. It's up to you to decide to disregard all that mess and find your hell yes. Find your hell freaking yes. There's a hell yes solution out there. Don't you stop until you find it. And if you can't, you will find something similar or just as fulfilling along the way. You can't go wrong with seeking out solutions because even if you don't find what you're looking for, you will find something that will help you or that will help other people. You will at least find something that can help put you in a better situation. It may not be your dream situation yet, but you will find something that will improve the quality of your situation just through looking. And you can't just do a quick search on TikTok. You can't just do a quick search on YouTube. I need you to keep looking. Let me know if you ladies have had a similar experience. I know I'm not the only one. I find it crazy how people like to demonize Black women who wear weaves and wigs because can you blame us? Like, this isn't just my experience. This is a collective experience of collective racism that hasn't stopped. It's just become quieter. People are just more quiet with their racism. They're hiding behind masks. They're hiding behind screens. I feel like a lot of people picture segregation and slavery being so long ago, like ancient times. That was so long ago. But it wasn't. Ruby Bridges, that little Black girl that went to an all-white school and it was a whole commotion, she's still alive and well. She's a whole activist. I'll link her Instagram account for you to follow in my description. Don't let idiots keep you from embracing who you are and loving who you are. They're fucking idiots. Racism, I feel like, is a cognitive issue. You've got to have something going on in your brain to think that you're better than someone because of your skin tone. I truly think there's something not cognitively working for someone to have so much passion and hatred for someone because they're different. And there's a lot of people out here with that cognitive dysfunction. So I don't even blame you if you're struggling with owning your hair, owning your Blackness. This is a deep topic that I'll definitely revisit. But yeah, never stop looking for solutions. The only way you can fail is to give up. And if you need some assistance with finding solutions, that is my specialty as a life coach. I live to help people find solutions. And in light of the holiday season, I want to give out a few complimentary life coaching calls with me. So if you want some help, if you want some deep assistance with finding solutions for what do you want to see come into fruition in 2025, head over to the description of my video and fill out my application. And I'm going to pick a few people. I want to get to as many people as I can. I'm going to try to get to all of you, but I cannot make any promises because There's only so much time in a day. There's only so much days in the week. Time is going fast, y'all. It'll say in the description if applications are closed, because at a certain point I will have to close applications. But I do intend to do this again. Maybe next Christmas I'll do it again. And my application is always open for paid services. And my programs, my courses, my master classes are always available to you, linked in the description. And if you stumble on a video that doesn't have any description at all, my links are always at the top of my homepage next to my channel name. And I will see you in the next video. Or maybe I'll see you in a call. Maybe we'll like be video chatting in a couple days. Bye.